Hello, good evening. This is Sean Akers, of Step Out of the Boat, our podcast. And today I want to talk to you about parenting a child, parenting a teenage daughter. For me, I've always said that parenting is the most difficult job you can ever have. I've said that for the last 14, 15 years. And I'm pretty sure that I'm right about that. It's very difficult. I also have a 12-year-old son. Sometimes it's very difficult, very challenging to understand what my daughter's going through. I'd like to know what she's feeling inside, but she will not open up to us, my wife Patty and I. There's a lot of times where she just absolutely will not open up to us. There are also times where she feels like she can't open up to us. That, I believe, obviously is our fault. And I need to create a safe environment. My wife needs to create a safe environment for her to do that, for her to open up to us. I know that many of you out there have gone through this challenge of having a teenage daughter. It's something that I still struggle with, something I still don't understand. And I'd like to know from you, possibly, what you've done about it. If you could comment on this video on my Facebook page and on my WordPress page, my own website, I'd certainly appreciate that. But there are several things that I have done to try to become more aware of my child. Obviously, I pray for her all the time. I pray for myself to become a better parent and to teach her and bring her up in God's ways. I've had some help in that regards. I've read a lot of books. There's one book in particular that I've read that I'm really happy that I read, but it still hasn't really, I guess, helped me as much as I would like. Maybe it's my fault, I don't know. It's called Dad, Here's What I Really Need From You. It's by Dr. Michelle Watson. She is a not a physical, but a counseling therapist in Portland, Oregon. And it's a guide for connecting with your daughter's heart. This is unique because it's a book about dads connecting to their daughter's heart, but it's written by a woman. And it's really a tremendous book, and I highly recommend it. Ken Canfield, the founder of National Center for Fathering, he also says Michelle Watson's insights are spot on. She has a great website, drmichellewatson.com. And I would suggest that fathers would go on to that website. And she has tremendous blogs that she puts out. And I would recommend that if you need any help in this area. I know I frequent that website as well. But again, understanding my daughter's heart, it's a little bit challenging. It's very challenging. And sometimes she just wants to be left alone. She's very insecure about herself, which is really puzzling to me because she's a very pretty girl. I may be biased about that, but she's a very pretty girl, and she's very talented and she's very intelligent. I know that if she gives her best 100% at everything she does, then there's nothing that she can't do. She sings very, very well. Her art is to me off the charts for a 15-year-old. She's a freshman at Lake Hell High School here in Central Florida, and it's hard for me to understand the insecurities that she goes through. She has friends, yet she wants to be isolated all the time. She doesn't want to enjoy family time. There are times when she does, she comes out, but she complains about it sometimes. Again, I'm pouring my heart out as a father and trying to understand what my little girl is going through, because I've always wanted her to be Daddy's little girl, and it really hasn't turned out that way, and it really breaks my heart. Again, I pray for her, and I pray over her, and I believe that God is going to really open up our relationship and make it so much stronger and better as the years go on. But for now, it's just been, very challenging, very frustrating. Sometimes I don't know what to say because I'm just brokenhearted because I can't connect with her. I'm going to continue to read this book by Dr. Watson. There's also another book that I recommend. It's called The Prayer Saturated Family, and it's by Cheryl Sachs. It's How to Change the Atmosphere in Your Home Through Prayer. And it is a tremendous book as well. It tells you how to pray for your family's needs and, changing the spiritual climate of your home. Well, that's one of the things that's difficult, in that my children, they find it difficult to pray with us. Well, again, that's my fault, because as the head of the household, I should have developed this atmosphere a long time ago, and I realize that. But again, I'm still learning as a parent, and I will continue to learn as a parent. Rachel is very dear to me, and I love her so much, but I just want to become closer with her. And again, I'd like for you to comment on this video. I'd like to know maybe how some of you became closer with your daughters, even the mothers out there, how you became closer with your daughters. I know I've tried to take her out on date nights. I want to try to do that a lot more often. Just do what she's interested in, and make the date about her, obviously, because that's one of the biggest things, is make the date about her. Don't make it about you. Make it about her. And I just want to keep encouraging her and building her up, because I feel like she feels like she's been torn down her entire life. Again, my fault. I've not intentionally torn her down, but maybe I have. So as a father, I'm always trying to improve. So again, I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear what you have to say about your relationships with your daughters. So that is it for this evening, and I appreciate you watching this video and watching the podcast, and stay tuned to Step Out of the Boat, the Sean Akers Ministries, SeanAkersMinistries.com, and on the internet, and Step Out of the Boat on Facebook, and subscribe to my newsletter as well at charismamag.com. So thank you very much for watching, and God bless you, and we'll see you soon.